Jeff, very nice to see you. Everybody, best friends here in the webinar. And big congratulations to Maria, to Abele. We are together here and for Lithuanian team and Alberto, I see, and some others. I'm missing some from our team. I see still Getgaudas, he's here. No, Getgaudas, I saw your face, but Edvardą mato daktarą kas nors? Va. Kitaip tik tai kažkaip kitų vardus įžymėjęs. Gerai. Would be nice to see the faces, of course, of everybody. Yeah, our team is here and facilitators. Justas, he's here. We have a couple of young dairy farmers. They visited different countries. And maybe I will be too longer. You will, Jeff, stop me if I will be too longer. But actually, this summer it was very intensive with the dairy sector, with many meetings, a huge a number of different meetings. Because we started with visiting Ireland, France. Actually, last year it was Luxembourg, Belgium, and but we had very strong meetings. One of very important, it was EAP meeting, double VAP meeting in Lyon. It was great meeting with we not expected so many participants. Actually, the meeting rooms, it was overloaded with the people. It was no places to sit. And it's great that Abele moderated and Maria in the Cattle Commission, and we nearly 2 days kept people for with the project, with the resilience for dairy. It was great presentations, and I think it was strong message for all the Europe, and I would say globally it was strong message from the project perspectives. Actually, I would add that this summer I visited additionally Sweden, dairy sector, ecological dairy farms in Sweden, dairy plants, processing milk, and looked for their Swedish colleagues, how they manage in the dairy sector and what the expectations, because after COVID, after the war, after the new EU strategy, new passed declarations, the farmers has a lot of new challenges, a lot of new stress, because it's like American mountains but not pleasure for farmers. Because the prices jumping, the restrictions, the coordinations, many things, and it's built by people. But we have also a lot of impact of weather, climate changing, and in many of parts of Europe we have dry seasons. In Lithuania it was most dry year and hot year of many years, and still today we have sunny days like beginning of August, but it's September, not September, no, it's October. No rain, dry, nice weather, and quite warm. We have outside today 22 degrees of centigrade. Usually it's possibly would be like freezing temperature. And we had in Slovenia dangerous time with disaster for farmers with the raining seasons. One thing. Another thing is a week ago I visited the Canadian and American farmers. It was global farmers meeting, EU and Nordic American farmers meeting in Canada. And we met with dairy sector people also from Canada. We discussed about the prices. They have very stable prices. They have big support from the state. Is opposite of Americans. Canadian, and the prices is about 70 cents, Canadian cents. That's mean about 50, 52 maybe Europe cents. That's they live quite good in the dairy sector, and we discuss about their different problems and possibilities. That's very interesting to share with our farmers and across the project farmers. Now I'm too long going back to the project. what we are expecting, and it's second part of the project. And I think the Bella Maria from Lithuanian side, it was presentations, Valerie, all the team presented of the projects, would say results, what we found, whether expectations it was. And now we will share between us in Lithuania, between Getgaudas will show some presentation about their situation in the Lithuania, and farmers, young farmers like Jurgis, Justas, others will join with the questions what they found outside, and what will be the perspectives for farmers development for future in Lithuania, and in other countries. I think I will stop because I will will take place in the discussion later on. Jeff, you will moderate, and maybe we'll switch to Edvardas during the presentation. Actually, Abela made some question about the Brussels Brussels meeting. Yes, we participate in the Copa Cogeca meetings, and each day, each meeting, we discuss about many questions, but dairy sector also on the topic. But in the Copa Cogeca framework, we fight against Europe Commission challenges, this climate change, everything. They raise many problems for the dairy sector and all agriculture with their greening. But now Europe Commission stepping back a little bit with the pressing of farmers. It's a political issue. The farmers willing to get more support, more to be strong in the resilient chain. And in Canada, we met with all the leaders of our chambers of agriculture from Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, from their Christian Lamberti. She is the Cogeca leader from France, from Spain, COPA leaders, and we discussed about this. But I think it will be a longer issue to discuss about the Brussels questions, because we keep relations with the Commissar Wojciechowski. He support mid-size farmers more, but we have in Lithuania big how to say challenges for small and mid-size dairy sector farmers, and big development of huge dairy sector farms. This year it started to build like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 dairy cows in one place. The bigger corporations, they started to provide huge projects. That's something telling story about the Brussels for the Abela. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. You could suggest for the maybe Getgaudas, Dr. Getgaudas, to make the presentation.
Yes, maybe you introduce him. You know him better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Edvardas, he is great. PhD, Doctor of Science in the livestock sector. He's the director of Holstein Breeders and Growers Association, and this one of the strongest associations in Lithuania. They putting a lot of efforts for the dairy sector development. It doesn't matter it's big or small or mid-size. And actually last Saturday, Sunday, we had the exhibition of animal exhibition, and Getgaudas, he had with the partners many good presentations and discussions and meetings. And I think he could share from the Cattle Breeders Association ideas what they put for the innovation technologies, would say. Okay, Gedgaudas, it's your voice.
It's my turn. Okay. Thank you, Arūnas, for a nice speech. Yeah. I think, yeah, now I will share my slides. Did you see them?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, just maybe somebody know about that, but I will try to say something, especially what Arūnas said before about greenhouse emissions. It's really a big disaster, I think, because, for example, in Lithuania, in my houses, I have figure 3, and this year I have figure fruit in Lithuania. That's for me what's amazing. That this tree is growing in Lithuania, and we have possibility to eat figure in Lithuania, not in Greece, like it was before. Yeah. Actually, if we're talking about Lithuania, that is not a big country. Yeah, 65,000 square kilometers. Yeah, and the biggest population, of course, is cattle. After that, pigs, cows. Cows, we will see its population decreasing. Sheep, goat, and horses. What about dairy farms and dairy situation? Yeah, there is very worry situation because dairy farms, as dairy cows, it's reducing this number every year, and for us, it's of course for dairy sector, and of course for association, it's very sad to see these figures, and we don't know actually what we can see in the future. But I think the situation will be more worst than we have this year. Also, I would like to remind that in 1991 we have about 1 million milking cows. Yeah, you can imagine how this number reduced through actually 30 years. Yeah. What about the dairy cows concentration? Actually, it's in the west, most of them in Lithuania. There is more family farms. Also in middle in Lithuania, we have more bigger heads than in the west. Yeah. What about productivity? If we will see the productivity, actually, the average productivity, it's about 8,000 kilos, and we have quite good content of fat and protein. But anyway, it's we don't like that actually, because we just prefer that farmers will milk more milk. Yeah, for us it's a very important, especially like association which are doing a breeding job. For us, it's more important that the farmers milking more milk. For this reason, the efficiency of animals will be also higher. For this reason, we just doing this our breeding job in Lithuania. If we're looking to milk production, that's not so big. Yeah, of course, the country it's smaller, but we just would like to do more. But like you see before, for this reason, we just need to increase productivity. The milk prices, there is one of the worst questions at this time, because the milk prices in Lithuania, it's lowest in EU. The lowest prices is it's more the same as in Latvia and Lithuania. That means our farmers just got the smallest money for the milk. For this reason, we just need to milk more and invest less. But yeah, it's quite difficult to do that in a very short time. But yeah, we will try to do that. But when we visited farms in the field, the main question is for us when the prices for milk will increase. Actually, it's difficult to say something because, like Arunas mentioned before, we have a very hot summer. We haven't enough harvest. Now we are cutting silage. Maybe it will help a little bit, but who knows? For this season situation, it's really very, very difficult. And it's we don't want to say, but it could be that also some small keepers go out from the business because the prices it's too low, and everybody expected that it will grow up, but it's depend from a lot of factors for this reason. If we're talking about innovation technologies, that's mean our farmers are interested in that also. They would like to do something in the bands. And one of the biggest innovation in milk factory that we just start to produce A2 milk for our customers. It's really very, very tasty milk, and sometimes it's difficult to find them. For me, it's one of the best products, milk products in the shopping centers. Also, the farmers are interested in genomic test. It's growing up, and for us, it's very important that more and more farms will do that because you can do better selection. It's also important for association. For this reason, we can use less dairy semen for various cows, but we can use more beef bull semen for the breeding. It's also important for the farmers because they have possibility to get to sell this bulls or heifers crossbreeds a little bit by a little bit higher prices than usually dairy cows. And actually, it's there's a possibility to clear the head to have more better animals, and of course to milk more and to have the more healthy animals in the head. For us, it's also important. And we saw, because we have some farms who just milking about 12,000 kilos per cow. For them, it's more important not milk, but longevity of these cows. Yeah, and one of the biggest innovative technologies which the farmers are using now, and they is really very, very popular. This is Orange Science. It's cow manager systems. Yeah, and Jurgis, who are listening to us, he have this system in his barn, and he is really very, very satisfied with that, because the system showing the heat of the cows, of the heifers, and for this reason he can and the farmers who use this technology can achieve a better fertility. It's very important because you don't lose the money for the semen, and you have better results. Also, you can possibility to look to the feeding of animals. You can see how they are eating. Yeah. And also very important at this moment is a health model. We show when cows have mastitis, have endometritis. That means farmers can catch the cows at early stage of the health problems. It's really, really very helpful. I don't expect that this innovative technology could be so helpful for the farmers, but actually that is, and the farmers who just using that, and they are very happy. And last week also there is some farmers which want to install this system to his own farms, and if they are using at the beginning for trying the system, after that they bought all this air tags for all cows and for all heifers. That means it's really what I had from the farmer, that it's the best technology what is possible to buy at this moment in the market. Yeah, because it's also helps so much in herd management. Yeah, that is this novelty. It's really we are very happy that we can introduce that, and the farmers using that. And for this reason, we think that it will help also to reduce greenhouse emission, to reduce the antibiotics using in the field, and of course it will bring a lot of efficiency in dairy farming. Yeah, that's a short presentation. There is a lot of figures. I think it could be maybe some questions on this reason. Yeah, and I saw that. Yeah, Jurgis just really using this system. Oh, also Robert has just connected with us. He is also using this cow manager system in the field, and they are really very innovative young person who just interested in such novelties. And for us, it's very fine to have such young people in our teams, and to show how this novelties working in the barn. Yeah, thank you very much for your attention, and yeah, if you have some more questions, I am ready to answer for that.
Yes, thank you. There are questions, Abel, from the Netherlands. Asked why you are increasing or want to increase milk production and not milk content. And then
because because there is a lot of genetics that if you're increasing milk production, to also increase milk content. It's not a problem now to find such bulls, but for us it's more important to have more milk, and actually it's coming together. The content is coming together.
So more milk solids, more kilograms of that.
Yeah.
And then there's the question of the cost of this technology for fertility.
The cost, there's because this is system, it's from Netherlands, from your country. I don't know, you know that or not? Yeah. It depends how many models do you want to use in your barn, but fertility, it's cost. And not so much. It's about maybe from the model, it's about 15 euros per year per cow.
15.
It's just model. It's just
15.
15.
15.
Yeah. If you will do one successful insemination, it's bring your money back. It's really, yeah. That's great. Really, I not believe in that. You know, that is really, for me, it's also was a little bit tricky that it could be works, because this only air tag, but there was putting so many innovative products in this air tag that it works. It's amazing.
Good. And I would have a question. You showed us that the number of cows is reducing.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask, to reach your climate gas targets, because in our countries, I say in the Central Europe, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Ireland, the cows are increasing. And so if the country is putting targets of greenhouse gas emissions to 2010 or reference, yes, we have very high difficulties to meet the targets. So for you, it should not be a problem or how is the situation?
You're quite right. Yeah, that couldn't be problem. But anyway, we just also are responsible for that to reduce this green emission, and Also, the agricultural ministry, there is some document that we also would like to decrease the greenhouse emission from cattle until 2050, like in all Europe. That's mean our farmers are very responsible for that, and they want to do, of course, decreasing cows, that they will solve the problem, but yeah, anyway, they are worried about that also. We are quite happy with that they bring this responsibility also for us to look to the better breeding, to bring bulls which have less methane. They have better feed saving coefficients. It's very good. It's very good.
And what are the farmers doing who leave dairy farming? Well, what are they doing? Crop farming?
Yeah, actually, they are thinking about crops. They prefer to grow crops. Also, some of them just prefer to get the pension, because a lot of farms is old ages. Yeah, it's about especially the family farms. Yeah, they are 60, 63 years, and there was a problem that young generation don't want to take these farms. Yeah, Jurgis, for example, he just preferred to stay in the farm that Robert does, but some young generation thinking that it's quite difficult job, and they prefer that to sold all cows for somebody's, and some of them just leaving these farms, or somebody just growing crops. Yeah, it's very sad situation, and I think that there is the problem that also maybe some cultural problems, also ministry problems. They not looking very carefully to this business, yeah, because there is really business, and this sector is very important for livability of villages, for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but are there other productions who are more profitable than dairy farming or not? What is in
who have, yeah, if they have a very good profitability, if you're looking to big farms, especially, yeah, they are increasing number of cows. They're increasing, yeah, they're growing up. That means that there is also the problem because the low productivity, it's difficult to increase in very short time. For this reason, they decide to stop the business. But if we're talking about big farms, big industry, they are growing up. They increase the number of cows, but the total number of cows decreased. They haven't such possibility to increase the heads so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for us. We're waiting a lot of changes in nearly the future. We have more very big farms, and the small farms will disappear. It's sad. It's really very sad, because yeah. But yeah, there is reality. It's difficult to stop that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Barry is writing something to Arunas. Maybe we can discuss this at the end. If there is no other questions about the dairy system in Arunas is asking if it is possible for Dutch farmers to go to beautiful Lithuania to buy the farms. About
Yes, actually, it's a lot of foreign farmers, and Dutch and Swedish, France, German. They have farms in Lithuania, and yeah, I'm in the farm here, and actually we work, but not with the dairy sector, because the policy. I would say about this question, maybe just like additional for Get-Go said, why the numbers decreasing. We should go back a little bit to reality, what the changes is going, because some changes is for Central Europe cooperation is difficult task for farmers. In West Europe, you had cooperation for centuries. We had cooperation, but this communism or something, this change the collective farm ideas for farmers. Is difficult to cooperate, to stress the people around. One thing, but it's possible. Another thing is EU policy for investments for support goes very strictly or with big lobbyism for corporations and for grain sector, because the grain sector easy work, but they receive big support for their straight for the hectares, direct payings for the hectares, and it's easy to manage because you just plant the crop, grain, twice a year, and everything done. And you sit in Africa, you just calculate the money, and for dairy business, you daily, several times a day, you should go back to the cow. And we have the Victoria here, Robertas, Jurgis, Justas, they could tell you how much work. It's a lot of idealistic things. Another thing, it's alternative development for the food. There are big processing plants or corporations. They started to provide artificial food, and we see that artificial meat, artificial fish, eggs, milk, and now in the shops, it's like psychosis goes a lot of artificial foods. That's who keep animals, murders. And in Lithuania, months ago, or no, week ago, it was signed by President Parliament legislation not allowed to grow mink animals. No, we have the law, just no support, no mink, and it's not allowed to keep. No, last week it started another psychosis not to grow the horses, not eat, not kill. And the groups of people, they're collecting the signs that horses should be used just for like nature, but not for riding, not for walk, not for killing. And next will be rabbits, next will be the sheep, pigs, maybe cattle. And we have like Europe, or not global, but Europe psychosis to go for the artificial food. I'm connecting with the milk. Because the consumption of milk in Europe, I don't know, it's decreasing or not. We need to look for the digits, but it's all these things pressing farmers, no support, no prices, maybe less consumption. And that's again, we should discuss about these solutions, what we should do, how to explain. Maybe this two dairy products need to use. Many things need to put in the big chain of the dairy development. This is like additional for the climate change resilience, for the health, reproduction, insemination, many of technical things related with the animal. But from another side, that's market, finance, business started to press their farmers. And these things we should focus on raising in the farmers' meetings, because the dairy sector stopping everywhere. I would say example of Sweden, they had tens of thousands of dairy farmers in Sweden. Now they have only 3,000 dairy farms in the Sweden, and especially ecological milk is the same price, and no any interest to grow animals for the ecological milk, because people looking for the cheap products, not good, not health, but for the cheap product because of the stress of the war. War make their idea to live today, not for tomorrow, and a lot of consumers, they are damaged by this idea to have just conventional food today, cheap, not for the pleasure. I think it works a lot on our psychological movement of the consumers. And with our ideas, I think we have great ideas looking for the all sector, not only for all sector, but the dairy sector, like a big part of their agriculture. And I think it would be good suggestion to provide our results in the Brussels meeting, Copa Cogeca. Maybe they will make some an hour discussion, special discussion in the Brussels. This week I cannot participate, but I will go to the Copa Cogeca meeting on December, and we could discuss with the president of Copa or president of Cogeca or the staff, with the Pekka Pessonen, the general secretary, that could allow dairy sector farmers to provide the results and to show their not only needs, but very important solutions what we found in the project. And the suggestion of Abella would be good to share the ideas in FAO meetings, maybe in other meetings, in the science meetings, and together for the farmers meetings in the Copa Cogeca in the Brussels. Maybe we could share also in Europe Commission. Need to find some people, maybe in the main head, like Jan Wojciechowski, their commissioner in the commission, but need to discuss about that. And if we will have their task need to reach, we could focus with a small group of people to discuss on different levels. The Europe Commission, Copa Cogeca, Brussels farmers meetings, maybe some additional event after the commission meeting, because the different groups we organize. We organize Baltic breakfast, usually on Friday morning from 8 till 9. That's Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Lithuania, Estonia, participate Latvia in this breakfast. Central Europe meetings, 12 countries, that's we call like 3 Cs meeting, including Romania, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, the group of Central Europe. We have another question of this group of people. We should discuss and to develop the question how much we willing share our results of the solutions of the project. Okay, again, I am too long. Sorry, Jeff.
No, it's okay. I think that we have to discuss this at the next meeting, and we will need you to make the links in Brussels.
Yeah, I'm a representative member from Chamber of Agriculture in Brussels, and know the corridors. There's some contacts, and if you will focus on that, I think it would be very good to know about us, to know the problems what we found, because nobody knows better than we. Nobody no in Europe better specialists as we are. Pity to say. No, maybe need to ask for the opinion of foreign colleagues, or still we have group of our young farmers in the group. Up
Exactly.
to
You wanted to let talk the young farmers.
Yeah, you invite or me? I will should do.
Yeah, you can do.
Okay, I would ask shortly to ask just rotationally our farmers from Lithuania how they feel in the project, what the expectations they had, and what the solution they found. Still, the project not finished, and maybe I don't know who will be first. Justas, Jurgis, Victoria, Robertas. Just shortly tell your feelings in the yes. And we have one first hand raised by Robertas. Okay, Robertas, join us. Jeigu ką galima kalbėti lietuviškai, padėsime išversti.
Hi, I'm Robertas, the farmer. Actually, I'm now working in the field. We're taking the corn silage. We can helping. So sorry if something wrong or you didn't hear me. So actually, I agree with Edwards very much. I think I'm also young farmer because I'm just 6 years in the farm because I'm taking the father's farm. So the problem in the farm always is the price of the milk. Yeah, now it's bad, but we looking for some things who will help us to bring more money and expand farms or use some innovation. I think the one of the best innovation, of course, like Edward says, cow manager. I want to say just to add from my opinion, it's not so important like heat. It's important heat, the cow's heat, but chewing time, everything. That one helped me a lot because we can take the path of the illness because I see how much cow is chewing, and the problem is coming after 2 days actually in the eyes visibly. But the program shows me just this hour. Each hour they show me what cow is feeling. Other way, I want to say one of the basic school what we're trying actually you make cheap food, yeah, cheap corns, cheap grass silage or something, and you take more money from the milk, yeah. So genetics important too. We're using these programs what Edward said. But we're trying now 2 years because the fertilizers prices are very high. We're trying to add mycorrhizas fungi to corns, and actually it's working. Some people saying it's not, but we see a big difference because the crops are very big. We don't use this year and last year fertilizer, just nitrogen, and nitrogen was very low, and we use nitrogen bacterials and phosphorus bacterials, who makes a free nitrogen from the air. Just you spray that, and it's about 50 kilos nitrogen in the corns you get free. Actually, it's small amount of these bacteria cost. So we try these bacteria. We try, of course, we use slurry bugs. Because we have all cows and we have a slurry, so we don't want to waste nitrogen because the price is very high this moment. Not this moment, last year and 2 years ago was why they raised it a lot. So we use slurry bugs and we keep them. So the problem, of course, again, is the price of milk. So I don't know what add more. So you can ask me because I'm at the moment I can't so much to tell because I'm working. Yeah, so with the corn silage. So the presentation problem. Yeah, this milk prices and. I see a little bit in our Minister of Agriculture, so maybe in time it will change. So that's all. Thanks. So maybe questions. Some.
Thank you. Are there questions for Robert? You have to concentrate, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
have
I would add to Robertas, we have actually, I'm happy that we have fantastic young farmers, dairy farmers. They're idealistic. They believe in the future in the farm, because I'm strongly believe that dairy sector will be, they had great future. The people will drink milk, the cheese, the butter, the daily use. Only, of course, the first question is economical, how to survive, how to live. But we have like mountains. Last year it was very big prices. This year dropped it, but when prices dropped it, there are less cows, less farmers will stay. But next year again the prices should go higher, because the needs will be for the consumers, big needs we expecting. In the pig sector, this mountains, the hilly it's shorter. In the 3 years they changing their prices and numbers of animals. In the dairy sector it's much more slower. And thank you for Robertas sharing ideas. He is very active in the project. He was in Germany, I think, and we still plan to visit other countries. And now I would ask Jeff to share the Jurgis video. I think you have it to show for everybody. This would be easy.
I will try. I'm not sure that.
If it would be successful. If not, we will ask for Jurgis questions.
You will tell me.
Yeah.
I will start it if you have the sound.
Yes, you could start, and Jurgis, he's alive here, but
Do you have the sound?
no sound.
No.
Still.
It's always the problem. I have to make something in Teams, include the sound, but I do not know anymore where it is. But there are subtitles in English in the video. So I think I will show it. You saw the video, but no sound.
Yes, we saw the video, but no sound.
Exactly.
Oh, but if no sound also, we could read it.
Yeah, I think we will do it like this, because there is an option. But I don't find it at the moment.
Who
will
can
start.
help? Who can
Yeah.
help you, Jeff?
I'm sorry for the sound.
Yeah, okay, but it was anyway, it was Lithuanian sound.
Yeah, and now I saw
Yeah.
it. I had to do it when, okay. But
Yeah.
we all could read that he says that it's very difficult.
Yes,
It's very difficult.
actually, thank you, Jurgis, and this in a 5-minute short film. It was maybe not enough positive, rather realistic things in Lithuania and in Europe. What to do? But going more to Easter, we have biggest problems with all these issues. The economy, prices going down, the labor increase, the inflation increase, the technologies increase in the prices, less support. And this year is just big challenges how to survive. But a lot of farmers, they just stopping make their business with the dairy and they switching to the grain because less work, no need to have an additional employees, and there are bigger subsidies and yeah, the prices of grain also the strictly drop down, but you could survive if you just keep the land without doing anything. But with the livestock, you should work daily, and especially in the dairy sector, you should go with the investments, and that's more oriented, I think, in the family business, family farms. If their fathers, children, the grandchildren, they could still run the dairy sector. I would ask others immediately to join to the presentation of Robertas and Jurgis. Justas, maybe Victoria, you could tell us something additionally for that.
I can.
Yeah, thank you, Justas.
Okay, so at the moment we are cutting corn as well, so I took a break to join this meeting. So I will present my farm. So hello, my name is Justas. I am 21 years old and I am full-time farmer. My family has a farm which is run by me, my brother and my dad. We also have hired 2 workers who only works with dairy cows. That means that any other job is done by me, my brother, or my dad. Our farm is very innovative. We use GPS in the fields and we use herd management program to help identify fertile cows in the barn. Also, we farm around 600 hectares of ground. We also have 450 animals in total. 120 of them are dairy cows. The biggest problem that we face is beef and milk prices. For a kilogram of live animal, company pays us €1.90 for live animal. And milk price is 29 cents. And after added proteins and fat, we end up getting 34, 35, depending on the fat and proteins for a kilogram of milk. It's very hard to stay in business with these prices. So our farm is not profitable under these conditions. So what we do is we take the profits from the wheat and the barley that we sold, and we put that money to feed the cows. So if our calculations are correct, we will end this year without any profit, but also won't lose any money. So in conclusion, I think it could have been worse. We also got support from Europe. It wasn't a lot, but it helped. Another problem that we have in our country that our society doesn't know where the food comes from. So our farmers are responsible of showing our community what farming really is. That's it. So, and has anybody have questions?
Yeah, I think maybe guests from outside, Maria, Bella could ask for Justas and others some questions. We will ask for Victoria to join some meeting. Maybe Matej has a questions or just remarks. Możecie na polskim języku mówić tutaj możliwe, Matej and others. Yeah, just raise a hand and And if no questions, I think maybe I will invite Victoria to because she's a president of our association, and put some remarks. Victoria, jei galit lietuviškai, bet gal truputėlį angliškai. Labą dieną, Victoria. Kaip, Viktorija, jūs įsijungsite? Ne, gal kur nors bėgiojat? Okay.
If not, Arunas. So if I understand it correctly, they all said that the milk price is too low.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have possibilities to work on that by making a better added value, or otherwise we all have to work on the costs when the milk price is too low, or it is always too low, but it is the result of what the market is able to pay, but it is lower than in our regions. So is there a possibility to do better marketing in your regions, or do you not see a solution in that?
Yeah, actually, this question has a few components because of corporations. Big companies, they have no cooperation dairy plants. We have only one in Lithuania, and not enough competition. Of course, there are globally and in Europe prices they dropped it some slightly, but still these dairy plants, the private dairy plants, they have big profits, and especially big profits for their selling companies. Like we have Maxima, Lidl, Aldi, others. They keep prices for their consumers in a high level, and on this chain, the farmers they are at the end, and they have not enough paid for that. We fight from the farmers organization, the Chamber of Agriculture. We fight daily with the ministry, with the parliament, with the pushing legislations more carefully, and finally we received some support. It was 8 million euros from the national basis. Each farmer to covering the basic needs till 35 cents. They received per cow about 90 till maybe 100 euros per dairy cow support in the springtime. And we received support about 11 or 12 million euros from Europe Commission for the dairy sector in Lithuania. That's one thing. But I would say this covering only 1 cent of the prices. Main idea is to increase the prices. I think the prices will increase now in the winter season because they started to increase by 1-2 cents. In some farmers, they increased 4 cents per liter of milk, and the situation a little bit recovering. But in summertime, it was disaster with the prices, with the economy. Now we have some compensations. Other thing we fight with the ministry for the dairy sector, or all together, all the livestock sector, to get more financial support for their direct payings for extensive keeping of livestock, for their cow, just for dairy cow, for some animal, and it a little bit recovering to stay in economical sustainable way, not big profit, but to survive till next year. That's keep farmers more positive, looking for the challenges of next year. But this year it was some coverings from different sources for the dairy sector. Justas mentioned some payings, but of course they not covering the profit, but they at least keeping the basic needs of elements you used. That's an economical thing. I think on October, November, we will discuss again with our Ministry of Agriculture about their old chain, what to do. We will organize some meetings of Žemaitija region with the farmers in some regions, meetings with the farmers, what to do with together with the ministry people, maybe in Aukštaitija, we lowland, highland, and that's the farmers in Chamber of Agriculture, the issue of what to do with their dairy sector, but of course, difficult to say what will happen. But I see the situation a little bit recovering with the economy. That's one issue positive. And always I believe that the economy will change, but we should think about economic subsidies for their from their Europe Commission going for their land. That's from my side.
So can I say?
Yes.
Jeff, that I think that's our country problem, because one of the biggest milk companies made 6 times bigger profit than last year. So that says everything. The farmer can do nothing the company decides what to pay, not the farmer.
And it's of course a country issue, because next year will be elections. The political parties usually getting money for their elections from their companies, and they scared to control their sector profits. Of course, it's difficult. This is like wild capitalism, open market, and the state cannot control enough these things. They invested in dairy plants, in the private dairy plants, in the slaughterhouses, big money, not for cooperatives, not for farmers, but it was for previous governments. And now we have something difficulties in their discussion of their sectors. The dairy sector, producers, processors, and their sellers. And how to do it, difficult to manage. Actually, that's big challenge. Yes. Yeah, maybe somebody from others could share, from Poland, Matej or Maria could join. Some things change. Abele, what your remarks for our discussion? Jeff, I'm taking some part of help, like deputy of Jeff in the moderation.
It's okay.
Yeah, we see the hand of Gedgaudas.
Yes, actually, yeah, Runas mentioned a lot of good things what we should do. But if we're looking to from breeding perspectives, there is also very important issue. There is the value of the cows, of the animal. I think we just need to increase that, because the average production 8,000. I think at this time it's a little bit low. Yeah, we just need the biggest production, and also together we just need to decrease the cost for feeding. That means we just need to use more modern genetics to try to help our farmers to milk more cheaper milk. I think it's about this issue, thinking all farmers in the world, but I think we have a lot of potential because these young farmers we just talking before, yeah, they are really very innovative, but there is always there is some things what we should do in the ban, but especially with the cows. Yeah. For this reason, we just need to connect all the things what Aruna said, what you mentioned. That means it's very important. I think also head management, very good head management, and we just need to teach farmers like our chamber organization just do that, because I saw a lot of small problems, but you know that sometimes small problems bring a lot of waste of money, of course, and time. yeah, that was some things what we're thinking in our breeding organization about that. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Gergaudas. I would add from a very positive issue what the association done, because when Gergaudas started to present everything, he showed some data from 1991. And we have huge progress. In 91, we had 1 million cows, dairy cows. It was about close to 3 million cattle and about 3.5 million pigs in Lithuania, and that time the average production was less than 2,000 liters, 2 tons per cow, the production, and now we have close to 8,000 liters. That's mean in these decades the number of cows decreased 5 times, but the milk production increased 4 times per cow. And number of farmers, family farms, I remember it was about 220,000 family farms with the animals. Now we have 20,000. That's 10 times less dairy farmers in the country left. But the process around the world the same, not so fast, but we have a big work of on time of the association. They implemented a lot of genetic developments, a lot of trainings, knowledge things, education, consultations that we, with the losing of farmers and dairy animals, we increase the production, and we are on the nearly the same level of the production in the country. We had 1 million tons of dairy of the milk in the country, and after 30 years we have the same 1 million tons. Actually, it was maybe highest top. It was 1.2 or maybe 1.4 million tons. Now we decreased, but with 1 million cows and 200 cows, we have the same production of the dairy products in the country, and still increasing. That's the positive. But more difficulties it's with the social questions, and environmentally also is better. Less cows, big production, and we have green country, especially green country, and Bella willing to buy some farm here, or maybe Maynor and Maria. We have more forests, more berries, and this year is fantastic for tourism. We have no yellow leaves. We have around and today outside yellow trees, not yellow, green trees, green forests, green fields, a lot of biodiversity. And if we are taking picture together, it's not so bad, the situation. Bad only that the competition between these companies, oligarch companies and farmers is not on the right level. That's the question of their societies, on the Chamber of Agriculture, and together we fight for the solutions, how to live, not only survive, how to live, how to be profitable, how to keep our villages and good, strong family farms. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Arūnas. If there are no more questions, I think we have a good overview of what is going on in Lithuania. Then I would like to thank you and your team with the farmers, Robert, Gergaudas, and who was?
Yeah, Jurgis, Justas, and Victoria, Edita. She is now our facilitator for the project, because the ladies in the project, they are becoming very fast pregnant and they changing. We changed Simona and Edita and Victoria, many girls. But what to do? We are developing, we investing in the young generation, and they are great.
Good breeding in chamber organization. That's
yeah, chambers. Good breeders. Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Arūnas. I will put the recording online.
Yeah, and see you again. We have in the future still several meetings. No, next meeting will we plan, you know their schedule. We will meet when?
We will